welcome to another vlog, and join me as I go on a solo date. That's what this vlog is going to be all about, but I figured I'd check in and do an intro because I've had the most glorious week. And all I can say is, people, don't sleep on taking your vacation. Like, I am so bad about it. I realized that I hadn't actually taken a real vacation since fall of 2021 when I went to Iceland, and it was amazing. It was a trip of a lifetime, but basically any time I've taken off since then has had like an actual purpose. Like, it's been actually viewing houses or getting house inspections or closing on houses, moving house. It's been me being sick or, stuff with my grandmother's health. Like, it's just been a lot of like life admin things that I've taken off for, not actually to decompress. And that's what I've done for the last week, which is why you haven't seen videos from me, because I kind of unplugged completely. It's been great. I'm gonna run some B-roll of some of the highlights of the last few days, but basically Mom was here and we spent some time really exploring the Hudson Valley, crossing off some things from my to-do list. As far as like things I wanted to see and do, but like, you only have the weekend to live for, and so there's just never enough hours in the day. So we did some of that, and then the last 2 days, this has been me. This has been my reality. Me in my pajamas, in bed. So yeah, that's why you're getting this less than glamorous look at me. But this is real life right now, okay? But I am gonna start getting ready for my solo date, and I will take you along for my prep, my self-care, and then take you with me on this little adventure. I'm doing my skincare, so this is Firming Serum by Dr. Jart, in case anyone's wondering. Figured I'd explain a little bit about what this solo date situation is. I think the best way I've heard it described was by Tracy Ellis Ross in a recent video clip I discovered, which is where she said that she is choicefully single. I have no issue with people being in romantic relationships. I think it's actually quite beautiful, but basically I have no real desire to be in a couple, which means that I also don't really date, because I feel like, especially at my age, I'm 33 going on 34, while hookups are still very much a thing, I feel like we're kind of to the point where people who want to go on dates are potentially looking for something a little bit more serious, and it feels like not truthful to get into that situation. So it just feels better not to venture into that realm. This is the Laneige Waterbank Cream Moisturizer, again, in case anyone's wondering. Super Goop. So yeah, I am choicefully single. I've never felt called to be in a relationship. Like, I was never really, if I think about it, one of those people who dreamt of a wedding or getting married and having 2.5 kids and a white picket fence and a dog and cat and all that stuff. That's just not how I envisioned my future. But I do think it's interesting because I feel like, because I'm now in my 30s, a lot of the feedback that I get from people who find out I'm not in a committed relationship, or, that I'm not actively looking for one, is that they like mudsling a bunch of misogynistic and chauvinist kind of ideas that society has deemed correct for women, which is, well, if she's not in a relationship, there must be something wrong with her. Why? What's wrong with her? Why doesn't she want to be in a relationship? It becomes very like aggressive in that way. Or on the other side, you get kind of the pity, the, oh, well, someone will see that you're worth it. Like, someone will know how special a cat you are. So you either get the like angry, like, why are you doing this sort of thing, or the sad, like, you should join the club sort of thing, which I just find, like, in this day and age, you think it would be better. But yeah, all of that to say, I am choicefully single. I'm spoiling myself this evening, gonna get some delicious food, watch a really, hopefully, great movie, and then get some ice cream and just enjoy it. So I'm gonna continue on with my makeup and stuff, and then I'll come back once I've decided on an outfit, which in my head, I have it visualized. We'll see if it's actually cute though. My attempt at being a fashion influencer. I'm kidding. But part of the fun of a date is getting to dress up a little bit. I am just taking myself for pizza and a movie, so I'm not going crazy. As I said, not full glam, but this is the look. One of my high neck tank tops. They are a staple. I actually feel like I need to get some short sleeve and long sleeve ones that I can wear kind of in the fall and in the winter, because I do love this neckline. So that is something that I'm taking stock of for my capsule wardrobe. Then this midi skirt that I got off Depop, actually. It's because I am lusting after those maxi skirts that are very in right now, like Reformation has some. I saw them on, oh my god, Aritzia. All of those brands have them, but all the ones I love personally are like $200. And I didn't know if I was gonna get any wear out of it, because a denim skirt, I was like, will I, won't I? Bought this for $20 off Depop, and I've actually gotten quite a bit of wear out of it, so I think I am going to look into trying to find that skirt on Depop and hopefully getting it for a little bit less money. Then we have my new shoes, my new sneakers. These are Steve Madden. I literally bought them like 2 days ago with my mother. They're very comfortable so far, but they do run small. For my bag, we take in this bad boy, which also was a Depop purchase. It's straw, rattan, I don't really know, but it has leather straps and accents, and I love it. So that will be the choice this evening. I'm also going to, before I leave the house, put on a red lipstick. So we're going with this Bare Minerals in the shade Saffron. I have no idea why it's called saffron, because it is very, very red. And then lastly, because I'm going solo, bringing a book, because I said I wanted to read this book in the month of August. Have I opened it yet? No. So we're gonna try to open it today. And I also bought AirPods so I can listen to podcasts and music since I'm eating alone. We are done. The lipstick is on. What do you think? It is around 4:15, so I'm about to hit the road. As I said, we're doing dinner first. The place is called Hudson and Packard, and it's Detroit style pizza, and it is delicious. The movie isn't until 6, so I can kind of take my time eating. I don't need to rush. I can enjoy a pizza, enjoy one of their ciders or beers, and then switch to soda. Not looking to get hammered or anything, but I will check in with you throughout the night and let you know how my date with myself is going. what is the past tense of forgo? Forgone? Forwent? Anyway, I did not go and get Cold Stone ice cream because I feel like I'm about to explode. I ate so much food. I had wings, some barbecue wings. Then I had the Firebird pizza, which think like gourmet buffalo chicken pizza. Because the chef at this restaurant went to the Culinary Institute of America. If anyone followed Anthony Bourdain, that's where he went to school. Like, it's just chef's kiss. It's so good. So I had that, had a raspberry lemonade hard cider, which I know does not sound like it should be a thing, but it is a thing, and it was pretty good. And then I had soda. And then I went to the movie theater, proceeded to have peanut M&Ms, Sour Patch watermelon, and another soda. So I'm either going to be sick because of how much food I consumed, or I'm going to be sick because of the sheer quantity of sugar that is currently going through my 33-year-old veins. I cannot eat sugar like I used to. Date night with myself was lovely. The restaurant was great. I didn't read too much of the book. I think I'm only like 25 pages in because what I realized, I was eating wings, so I had sauce all over my hands, and then I was eating pizza, which is also something you eat with your hands. So it's like I couldn't touch the book once I started eating. But from what I did read, it has a very, very saucy tone, and it is quite amusing already, so I'm looking forward to reading that. And then the movie was great. I personally loved it, but I really enjoy basically anything that Helen Mirren does. But they really transformed her makeup-wise for this role into Golda Meir. I wouldn't say it's a movie that's for everyone. It actually reminds me kind of in tone of her other movie, Eye in the Sky, not because of the character so much, but because you're in the middle of like a war or a conflict, and you're kind of in the war rooms with the generals and the politicians and everyone who kind of has those leadership roles in high stakes situations. And that was very much kind of what was happening here. You were moving from room to room to room with her as she is making these decisions as the prime minister of Israel during the Yom Kippur War, which I didn't know anything about going into this. And I think it's a sign of a good movie and good acting when you become interested in the individuals that are portrayed. So now I really want to dig into who Golda Meir was and learn more about this war in the 70s. It was high stakes in the way that it was very emotional for Golda and those other characters in the room, but in particular Golda, because this is about her. But it isn't like an action adventure type movie. It's not like a 1917 or something like that where you're actually in the sort of thick of the war. You're with the people making the decisions. You're seeing the emotional toll that it's taking on the people who are making those decisions because so many lives depend on them. So it is high stakes, but I would also say that it's somehow slower paced. I think this was a success. I think taking myself on a solo date was a success. And, you know, I think it is something that I do want to do more of. I want to at least maybe set aside one afternoon or evening a month where I just do something for the sake of doing something because it's something I'm going to enjoy. That was a lot of somethings in one sentence. Anyway, you know what I mean. Like, I think it was nice for me to have something to look forward to just for the sake of having something to look forward to like get myself dressed for it and go and just enjoy it. It doesn't have to be dinner and a movie. It could be going to a museum or a hike or just getting a drink at a bar or hot chocolate at a coffee shop. But I do think there's something very energizing and kind of nice about taking that time for yourself. But anyway, it is now something to 9, and I am an old lady, so I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. So I'm going to go. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it encouraged you to take yourself on a date. Whether you're in a relationship or not, it doesn't matter. Have some you time, do things you love, get yourself a little bit dolled up and enjoy it. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go. I will chat with you next time.